right, so selling a car on eBay Motors is pretty easy in and of itself, but if it's the first time, I can see how some people might say, well, it's just too much information. How do I know what to do? So eBay Motors has taken that into account, and they have in their help section some really helpful resources. This is the first one. This is your Sell Your Vehicle checklist. First thing that they say here is to gather your paperwork. That will include things like your title. In our case, we're selling this van in Texas. So what I suggest that you do is look up in your region what additional paperwork is needed at your DMV to transfer your title. As you don't just sign the pink slip and hope for the best. So anyway, in Texas, they have this title registration form, and you can fill this out and submit it. And what this basically does is it says, once you sell your car, you don't want people to rack up tolls and parking tickets and whatnot that you're still responsible for. So this is a legal form that says, I no longer own this vehicle, and you claim it as being sold. That person has 30 days to register the vehicle, but it's neither here nor there. At that point, it's on the other end, and you don't have to worry about it. So fill out the right forms, get those forms first. And that's what this basically, the first part says. Gather up your paperwork, get your ducks in a row. The next thing is to look at the vehicle. And they want to know how to classify the vehicle. And this is really more about making it easier for them to categorize the vehicle so that people can find what they're looking for and find your vehicle. So there's all kinds of things in here. Year, make, model, VIN, submodel, mileage, putting the whole mileage in here. That's very important. And this is just a checklist so you can have all your ducks in a row when you get ready to list your vehicle in the eBay interface. Figuring out what additional equipment there are, whether you have heated seats, power locks, power windows. Our vehicle has air conditioning, power windows, and power locks. It's a work truck. Does not have GPS or keyless entry or Wi-Fi hotspot, so none of these technology options are available in that car. Entertainment options, it has an AM/FM radio, but that's not listed here. So those are just trying to find out what's in the car. Get an idea. If you know what it is, just answer the basic questions and make a note. I'm going to put that note over in this section so that you know what it is that you have before you list the vehicle. Next thing up is the vehicle information. What's in there? What kind of transmission is it? Automatic or is it manual? What kind of fuel does it take? Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, whatever. Safety features. Any of these safety features that apply. If you know of other safety features, just make a little note. This checklist is for you so that you don't have to run around and find this information out when you're doing your listing. Is it still under warranty? How many cylinders is the engine? Now, in the previous video that we did on this car, we did a lot of pictures. The left side, right side, front, rear, interior of the vehicle. The engine bay of that vehicle is really hard to get a good picture of because the engine on that is basically in the cab. It has a little cover that's inside the cab, and it's really difficult to open that thing up and to get a good picture of the engine. But we did do some additional pictures. We took pictures under the vehicle to show that there's no leaking, and the exhaust pipes and everything are all in good shape. So go through the checklist here to get a good idea of what you think that would be helpful to sell the vehicle. But if you think that you can think of a couple of other things, you're going to have like 20 or 30 video or pictures that you can post. All right, so the next thing here is trying to figure out how to describe your vehicle. The best way to figure out how to describe your vehicle is to pretend that you're purchasing that same vehicle. Go online, do a Google search. You don't have to go to eBay. Do a Google search and see if you can find your car being sold elsewhere and get an idea of what other people are calling it, what kind of words and keywords that they're using to describe that vehicle, and take some notes. There's some really good information in here that you can grab, but that's the easiest way to do it is pretend that you're buying the car and go out and see what other people are using. If you have a maintenance history, that's really great information for people. Put that information in there. If there is a warranty, you can put that in there. The condition of the vehicle. Now, here's the thing. When I did the video of us prepping the vehicle, I actually took some pictures of chips on the windshield, minor dents here and there. You want to catalog not only what's good about the vehicle, but also disclose any kind of defects that the vehicle has. You want to be completely transparent and clear with everybody what they're buying. You don't want to, be accused of trying to pass something off. Once you sell that car, I don't think you ever want to see the car, and it's possible that somebody could say that you sold it under, negative, that it was fraudulent circumstances, and make a claim. You don't want to do that. So make sure that you include the pros and the cons of the vehicle in pictures and in description. Again, go online and find out what your vehicle is going for. Find out if you have any maintenance problems, if there's things that need to be fixed. Deduct that from the top price, and then figure out what you think is a fair price for your vehicle. Now, with that said, you're gonna get a little bit of camel trading going on here. So figure out where you want to be with a margin, because there are probably going to be some negotiations once you start seeing some interest in the vehicle. But that's the quick checklist. Now, one of the things that they have in the checklist here is figuring out how much that it's going to cost on eBay to sell your vehicle. So what I got here is the fees, and here is the packages that this is again customer service, their support site, and they list in here the fees for selling your vehicle online. Now, we're not going to do an auction. We're going to do a fixed price because I want to have an idea of what it's going to go for, and I don't want it to go crazy with an auction. And it's not the kind of thing where it's a highly prized vehicle or anything like that. So we're going to set a fixed price. There's 3 basic packages, and you can go with the cheap package for $19, or you can get the premium package for $79. And all of those include this auto check. The auto check is a feature where it's part of the cost. It's included in the package cost, and what it does is it's a vehicle history reporting. This is very much like Carfax, if you will. I mean, I don't know if I can use the brand name, but the Carfax. So anyway, what it does is it takes your VIN number, and it does all kind of reports. It verifies the information that you've listed, and it's really a benefit for the buyer to know that the information that you have listed is verified by eBay Motors. And it says right on here, it's no additional charge. So you when you put your package together and you figure out what package it is that you want on here, I think we're gonna list this one with the premium package, $79. It allows you to have it online for 30 days, Gallery Plus upgrade, and has unlimited vehicle price, auto check, bold title and subtitles, so it'll pop. And you can see in this feature, and again, I'm going to list all of these PDF files in the description, so you can check on these yourself and read the details. But these are the pricing options that they have available on there. I think really the auction is the difference in the auction prices, but we're not doing the auction. So, unlimited reserve. With the Plus, you have a reserve up to 20. So it's really the difference. You have to kind of pick what's good for what you're selling. Deposit fees. If you want to require a deposit, then you can set up a deposit in your listing. But eBay does charge for a fee for those deposits. We're not a vehicle dealer, so that's not going to be a problem. Terms and conditions, you can read that on your own. I'll list these documents again in the description so that you can see what's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our eBay and fill out all the information that we gathered on the car and post all of our pictures on there and go through what the listing looks like from the listing side. All right, so here is the listing as putting it into eBay. Now, if you follow my channel and have purchased some of my products on eBay, this is not my typical eBay channel. I've set up this eBay account for the owner of this vehicle, and I'm helping him to process this. So just FYI, you won't see this on my typical eBay site. So if you're looking for it there, it won't be there. But I'll put a link to this vehicle in the description later. But anyway, let's get back to where we're going here. So this is the listing. I have not actually executed it yet. We're going to go with the plus. I went through the options and decided that the Gallery Plus just didn't have the value that I needed. So we're going to do the Plus package, which is only $50. I've uploaded a series of pictures, and you can view these to preview them. This is what people online will see when they're looking at the vehicle. All the pictures that we took to verify its capabilities. And here's a picture of the crack on the windshield and a picture of a chip on the windshield. The actual mileage being displayed. And this is a measurement of the tread left on the tires. So those are the pictures that I've decided that I'm going to list on here. It's not 40 pictures, but it's adequate, I think. So here is the title. You don't get to change the title once you put it into a category. They're going to put that on there, and that's kind of controlled for Google Analytics and whatnot. But then you get a short description where you get to put a little bit more information about the vehicle. Again, it's a short description, and it should say what's unique about the vehicle without being too wordy. Going down here, the item category is Chevy Express. You got the vehicle identifier or the VIN number on here. These are the suggested items. When you put the VIN number on there, it'll tell you what it believes it is. It's not a 3-door car. It actually has, the side door and the back doors. So I put it down I listed it as a 4-door car. Clean title, 2007. Got the mileage listed. All the different check boxes. We went through the checklist and it gave us all these questions, so we don't have to fuddle around when we do our listing, and all that information goes in there. Here is a condition description. Now, in the condition description, I listed the condition of the vehicle, which is a little different than the description of the vehicle or the short description. This says, start runs dependably, no mechanical issues, a few minor dents, paint is sound, excellent air conditioning, crack on a windshield, good tread on all tires. So it's the kind of thing that, well, what's the condition of the vehicle? That kind of puts it down in a nutshell. Now, here's an interesting thing. For the description, eBay has do an AI description. The problem with the eBay description is it didn't use proper English. It made me look like an idiot. So I took the AI description from the eBay and I edited it myself, and then I went into Microsoft Word and I did a spell check and a grammar check, and then I took that description and I plugged it into ChatGPT, and I said, make a suggestion for the vehicle description, and this is what I had come together with between the eBay AI and my Microsoft Word conversion, and here's what ChatGPT says is a better description, and I really like that. It came out very well. 2007 Chevy Express, dependable commercial van, featuring a clean title, white interior, white exterior, gray interior, powered by a 4.8-liter V8 engine paired with automatic transmission. That is 136,000 450 miles, and rear-wheel drive. The van includes 4 doors and seating for 2, making it ideal for work applications of all kinds. With its generous standing height cargo area and an internal cargo height of 5 foot 6 inches, this Express can easily accommodate large or bulky items. Its spacious layout also makes it a strong candidate for camper conversion or a setup requiring versatile interior space. So between the different AI and the ChatGPT and my own input, I think that that's a very effective description. Don't count yourself short. Adding a human component into the AI is always a really good idea, but there's a lot of benefit to using ChatGPT or other AI tools to help you to communicate in a way where it flows better. So don't discount that. I didn't like their AI feature, but I supplemented it with my own. So on this one, we're going to do a buy it now, fixed price, $8,000, 30 days. There is an option in here that you can set for allowing offers. When you allow the offer, you can set a minimum offer so you don't get bothered with people saying I want it for $5. And you can also set an auto accept, which if somebody makes an offer at a certain point, you can automatically accept that, and you don't have to worry about fiddling with the offers. Now it's not an auction, so it's kind of like an auction-esque kind of thing. I'm gonna allow this to allow offers, and if people don't want $8,000, I'm going to review those offers, and if we don't like them, we don't like them. But if we get closer to 30 days and the best offer we have is $7,000, whatever, maybe they'll have the option to go ahead and close the deal. So that is how you use the allow offers section. You can set it to auto list and auto relist and set your preferences for where the vehicles are and whatnot. And then when you're all done and you've all set it up, you can hit a preview. And this is kind of what it will look like in the preview. All right. That's what the car looks like in the preview mode. I think that's a really good layout. All right, so let's go back and close the preview and push the button. There we go. Oh, doesn't like the item location. Here we go. Done. It's in Dallas. And all right, so that is how to list a vehicle on eBay Motors. It's really not that difficult, and eBay does make it so they can answer your questions with those checklists and whatnot. I'll put a listing to all of those URLs for the PDFs and the checklists and all that stuff into the description on this video. If you have any questions at all, throw them in the comments. I really like communicating with folks, and I hope this helps you with your selling your car. That's all I got today. Cheers.